Hey, I forgot to drop this in, but here it is, sort of at the last minute before the Andor review embargo lifts. I saw Andor season two, and it makes me sad because we are never going to get Star Wars this good again. Tony Gilroy was on for only 2 seasons to make a Star Wars property that wasn't something that catered towards kids or marketed towards trends. He made a complicated political thriller slash character study that shows the real consequences of joining a rebellion and showing what that's really like, where the lines between good or evil are blended. And the show might be called Andor, but really, yeah, it is about Andor, but he's kind of like the same guy like he was in season one. The show really, the most fascinating parts are from Cyril Khan, who works for the ISB, and I think that's like the Internet or the Imperial Security Bureau. And from his point of view, as we saw from season one, everything looks like it's Andor's fault. Like he's this terrorist who's causing all this destruction, and he's just trying to stop them. Well, when we catch up with Cyril and Deidre, I want to call her name Miller, but I know it's not Miller. That's not a Star Wars name. I think it's Miro. Deidre Miro. It explores their characters and their sense of morality. Where even Deidre, you feel like she does have a sense of morality despite the heinous things she did in season one. But then there's I won't give it away, but her character is really fascinating. And of course we get Mon Mothma, and we see how she goes from like being a politician to the Mon Mothma we know in Return of the Jedi. This is some of the most complicated, beautiful Star Wars writing we've ever had. It doesn't quite rise to the levels of the One Way Out speech or Lutheran Reel's speech about sacrifice. But there's just some dialogue here that this is a show kids won't be able to follow, but adults will. And this is Star Wars that's made for adults who grew up with Star Wars and made for people who maybe aren't fans of Star Wars, never was interested in it, but then they watch something like they show and they go, oh wow, what's this? There's so many layers to explore in it. I love it. It is a little slow building. Kind of like season one was, because a lot of it is establishing characters and settings, and sometimes I kind of got a little confused as to whose name was what and what was going on, but it all made sense as the show progressed. But it rewards your patience, because when you get to episode 8, holy shit, it's amazing. It's amazing. Is it as amazing as season one? It doesn't quite reach the One Way Out of the Lutheran Real speeches, but it gets close. And yeah, we're gonna, after this, we're gonna be stuck with more of the same. We're gonna get Shawn Levy, where, look, I like Deadpool Wolverine, but it's a movie more about nostalgia and fan service than it is a film with a story. And, as a comedy, it makes sense. But he's going to make a Star Wars film. It's going to be the same stuff. We're getting Mandalorian and Grogu, which is more of the same stuff, where the Mandalorian, by the way, should have ended after season 2. And Disney just showing us that they're giving us more of the same. I mean, the Darth Maul cartoon show, I'm sure will be fine, but didn't we already get that with Maul? Didn't we already get Ahsoka's backstory with the Clone Wars? And Ahsoka in this version, for some reason, sounds very bored. She's supposed to sound like a Jedi, I guess, but that's not what Ahsoka was like in the Clone Wars TV show, whatever. We're not going to get... It's going to be the same tired stuff, where I like Dave Filoni, I like what he establishes, but, I mean, I love what he did with the Clone Wars. He polished a turd with that, pretty much. But I don't think he quite has the complexity that Gilroy has in his writing, and I want to see more creators like Tony Gilroy, who maybe aren't fans of Star Wars, or people who aren't blinded by nostalgia, and they give us something new and layered and complicated, and something for adults. We can have something for kids, but we can also have something for adults. So yeah, I mean, season 2 of Andor, it's almost a full 4 Guinness for me. But I think I'm keeping it at 3.5 just because some of the establishment gets muddled, like within the first, because it's 12 hours of television, and it's a lot of plot for 12 hours, and I don't think watching the season the second time is gonna make the plot any clearer, or because I had the same issue with season one. But outside of that, it's a show that vastly rewards your patience, and as a Star Wars fan, you owe it to yourself to check it out. I know it's a lot of television. You got 2 seasons of 12 episodes, but wait it out and, be rewarded. And please, Disney, hire more guys like Tony Gilroy and less guys like Shawn Levy. Okay? Thanks.